Hello, Kenny.
Hi, Leanne.
It's so nice for you to join me today, and I'm really really excited about our chats. And yeah, I think if you'd like introduce yourself and what it is that you do, that'll be great.
Thanks, Lee. So, yeah, I'm kind of like a rule breaker when it comes to what I do. I'm a business coach, but I'm not your normal business coach. I don't abide by the traditional rules, etc., etc. I have one mission in life, and that's for my clients to succeed. If my clients can succeed, well, then I'm succeeding. So the I have this deep down passion for helping other people, and that's what drives me. And becoming a business coach has given me that tool. And it doesn't matter how big your business is or how small your business is. If you're a startup or you're a large organization and a medium or to large company, I still do with the same amount of passion and I still do the same amount of drive. And that's what I do. And I do it because I love it. I don't get up in the morning and go, got to go to work. I get up in the morning and go,
Yes.
who can I help today? And that's kind of what drives me. And it's been it's been a great process. And we've just relaunched, and the
Yes.
relaunch has now kicked in and is happening. And it's so awesome because I've now got other coaches wanting to join. You didn't even know that.
It's
So
no,
potentially there's new coaches coming into the Arch Inspirations umbrella and joining me
nice.
in some of my different programs that I'm running. So I'm doing something that nobody else is doing. I've developed programs that nobody else is doing. And the other amazing thing is people are following.
Yes.
Other coaching companies are seeing what I'm doing and now starting to copy me, which is, when you go back to and you look at great leaders always say, lead from the front and the rest will follow. So for me,
Yes.
it's an honor when somebody starts copying what I'm doing. And that's just,
Definitely. It's a very big compliment.
yeah. And I'm super excited about the more they copy me, the happier I am. My weekly chats has been copied at about 3 or 4 times already now. And
Yes.
yeah, let's see if they can maintain it. You know, the, you've been part of the weekly chat stages, and it's still going strong. I think we recorded episode 20, 21. I don't know what it is anymore. It's just awesome. As I said to you before we started, we just came off at the back of a awesome session this morning, and it pulls your energy for the next week.
Yes. Well, yes, I have had the privilege in being part of your weekly sessions and our weekly chats, and I can't wait to get back into it. And I think that's also one of the biggest reasons why I appreciate you featuring in our launch edition of our eMag. You are a phenomenal person, and it's not just you being a good business coach. You become friends, and like you said earlier, it doesn't really matter how big your company is, if you're a startup or, and actually for me, and I think that's why it's so phenomenal knowing you, is it's not just about the business, it's about you connecting to a person and helping you, or you help me grow. And and that's not just for business, that's
Yeah,
definitely from a person to another person, which is awesome.
that's the important part is, you're not just a business coach. And I've never seen myself as being just a business coach. If I don't know you and I don't know the challenges that you have to go through, and if I don't know what your obstacles are and what's causing you not to perform in your business, how can I help you then? Because
Exactly.
it's the outside of the business has a huge impact on your business. Because if your mindset's not in the right place, it doesn't matter what I
Mm,
say, what suggestions we come up with, what plans we start putting together, if your mind is not focused on it, it doesn't make any difference. We're both just
mhm.
wasting our time and energy. So it's important. And you start every session with people and asking them how they're doing. And people open up to me. They tell me about what's going on. because then, and they know that there's a reason behind it, because once I actually get to understand their frame of mind, I can start working, and then I know how to work with you for the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes, well, we do very little business coaching in a session.
Yes, a bit more of a psychological session.
But the
Lying on
advantage
the
of that
couch,
is,
talking.
the advantage of that is the next sessions are powerful, okay? Because then there is nothing
Yes.
hiding. The open and the honesty, and that comes through, and then we can start making progress. And sometimes I have to kick you in the butt, okay? Sometimes I have to clap you on the
Yes.
back. Sometimes I have to hand you a tissue.
Yes.
But that's part of being a business coach. It's just I become part of your business. I become part of who you are. I become part of your dreams, and I become part of your long-term goals. And
Yes.
I'm busy. Some of my clients, I actually sometimes have to say, hey, hold on, step back a bit here. Let's just have a look from the outside, because it can be dangerous that you get so involved that you actually get blinded by what's going on. And
Yes.
have to keep taking that outside look and have to look at it on the other side. I had a client the other day where I actually turned around and said, just remember, I'm actually not your friend, and I will kick you in the butt. And I did, because they needed it. Okay. They needed it. And,
Yes.
it's, he hadn't done stuff he was supposed to do. And the funny thing is, he did it the next week and picks up business. He had been moaning that he was short on his targets. And part of the thing of me kicking his butt was, well, did you do the things you said you were going to do? And he hadn't. I said, okay, well, let's go and work out the numbers. Had you done those things, and let's just say you had a 50% conversion rate, what would that equal to in turnover for you? And when he worked out the number, he said, oh my gosh. And I said, exactly. Now, do you understand why I'm kicking your butt? You're just throwing that money away. And
Yes.
Bob, he went and he did it the next week, and he picked up the business. And that's the beauty of it, is
Wonderful.
it's easy to say I'm going to do something, and it's easy to say I'll get to it later. But when I come along and you make a commitment to me, well, guess what? If you don't do it, and likewise, sometimes you work your butt off to get there, but you're just missing it, and you feel like giving up. So sometimes I come in, and my main objection on a day like that, well, is just to pick you up and give you the energy so that you can not give up, and that you go on, because sometimes it's just one more step and you make it.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of what I do. And, so whether you're in a small group with other business owners, or we're doing it personalized one-to-one, whether we're doing online or doing face-to-face, there's always something for every single business in my offering and what I've put together. Where a lot of the companies will, unless your turnover is at X, we're not even interested in talking to you.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what your turnover is. We look at what you've got. We look at what program would fit you in your current situation. And even if it's, well, some people, they can't afford the basic entries, well, then come join the weekly chat, and we'll grow you again in that way. And that's what I've done. And that's the energy and the love. And if I look at like the weekly chat, for example, it's so powerful. It's been going since the first Friday of lockdown, the original lockdown back in March last year. And people have come and gone, and they've got what they needed during that period. And a lot of them who thought their businesses were completely wiped out, their businesses are still going. Their businesses are still strong. So that is somewhere, so who can't afford can come and join. And even if you can't afford, come and join anyway. Some of my bigger clients
I just wanted to say it's such an amazing group. And there are different types of people, different types of businesses, and it's just amazing. It's an hour a week, and you get uplifted in that session that you are ready to tackle the world, and it's amazing. And yeah, even just to join the group is really, really awesome. People
So
benefit a lot from that. People, not just for your business.
here's one thing. So one of the people on the weekly chat was down with COVID and had it bad.
Mm.
Actually went and listened to the podcast while she was in hospital,
Wow.
and still set herself goals and held herself accountable for those goals, and then reflected back on it in the 1 week's chat, and that it had helped her get where she wanted to go during that month, even though she was ill.
Yes.
She got the motion, got things going, and she organized things to happen. But that inspiration came from that podcast that she listened to.
Mm.
And for me, that's like an amazing win. It's like so satisfying that it doesn't actually matter whether I'm getting paid or not to do what I do.
Mm.
That's the satisfaction that I get.
Yes.
So
Oh, that's
yeah, that's
brilliant.
me.
Thank you, Kenny. Well, tell me a bit about the upcoming launch. I don't know if you don't want you to give your secrets away. We're all very much excited about it. And I think we'll definitely touch base on it as well in our article, which our viewers and our readers can have a look at and get to know you a little bit better. But tell me what that means to you, because you always get everyone else excited and pumped for the day and the week and the month and their business and their lives. Tell me a bit about your excitement.
So my excitement is really, it's filled up with a lot of anxiety, a lot of excitement, and a touch of fear. But it's all awesome because that's what takes you to the next level. And
Yes.
so, yeah, I've operated under restraint of trade for a year. We won't go into that in this discussion. And so, 1st of September is all handcuffs off. So I feel like I've been locked up for a year, and now I can
Yes.
actually just boom and go. And the amazing thing
Yes.
is, it doesn't. It's an online launch, which is something none of the other coaches have ever done. I'm going to have current clients, okay, who are actually going to tell you about their experiences, what I've done for them, how it's worked for them, and you're going to have the opportunity to look at all the different programs and ask any question about any one of them. And yeah, it's going to be so much fun. It's a whole new look and feel. It's a whole new vibe. It's going to be, that's why I said the anxiety, even now when I'm thinking about it, it's like building up and like, I can't breathe. But it's, it's just it's the build. I've been waiting for it so long. I feel like a kid before Christmas time,
Yes.
and we can unwrap all of these presents, but not for me, but the presents for everybody else that they can see
Yes.
and see that there is a program for you, no matter how big or small you are. I have designed a program for you. As I mentioned earlier on, there's potentially 2 new coaches going to potentially be joining me on different programs, and that itself excites me. It
Yes.
wasn't ever an intention to bring coaches in, but it's there now. And who knows,
Well, I
maybe
think that will probably open up a few more doors, or a lot more doors that you didn't yourself even imagine was going to happen, and that's amazing.
yeah, funny enough, my wife asked me a question the other day. She said to me, Kenny, how much longer are you going to be coaching for? And I said, until I've had enough. And she said, well, when will that be? I said, I have no idea. You, now, that's kind of in contradiction to what I talk about and work with my clients. It's what's your long-term goals, where you want to be, etc., etc. I have those long-term goals, etc. But the business has outgrown what it was doing, outgrown my expectations. Just to give you an idea, over the last year, okay, well, let's look at this year so far. Well, it's almost the year's almost up since I left. And I'm on 64% growth for
Wow.
my own business. That's without me doing any marketing, without me doing anything. It's just people coming to me and saying, hey, can you help us?
Yeah.
And that's, it's me. It's not the reputation, not the company name. It's not you, the big guy, you this, you the best, or whatever. It's not of that. It's people saying, hey, talk to Kenny. Kenny can help you. We have a conversation. They join one of the programs somewhere along the line. Because I haven't been able to go out and say, hey, I'm a coach.
Yeah.
Okay. People are coming to me and I'm helping them.
Mm.
And that's where the growth has come from.
That's brilliant. You have done an amazing job. I'm looking super forward to your new launch. I am. I think it's just going to be fantastic. And Conquer's
Well,
energy. Know that.
it's coinciding with your launch. So it's going to be an awesome day.
Yes. I think we're going to give our readers and our viewers something to go home and talk about.
Exactly. So let's turn the interview around. Okay. I'm extremely proud of what you've achieved. You're
Thank you,
about to
Kim.
launch. I mean, we met a few years ago and it's come a whole circle, and I've seen how you've grown and how you've developed, and that you are really and truly going somewhere else that so many other people just would have given up on.
Yes.
You're on track. It's going to be launched. You're going to hit your industry with a bang.
Yes. That's the
And
idea.
I can't wait when we're celebrating 1 year of the
We should have an
deVonk.
anniversary because our birthdays for our businesses will be on the same day every year.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank
So
you, Kenny. And
let's have another
you've been an
interview
amazing
on.
help.
Always a pleasure. We'll have another interview in 1 year's time and we'll compare how we've
Yes.
done.
Maybe we'll both be on an island somewhere.
No, that's not part of my dreams.
I'll just change my background.
Change your background to whatever you want. It doesn't matter where your heart is. If your heart's on the
You're
beach,
right.
your heart's on the beach. If your heart's on an island, it's on the island. If it's sitting on top of an empire, well, then it's sitting on top of an empire.
Yes.
But it's what you're going to
Thank
do
you
to
for
get
all
there.
your help and for you being an inspiration to me. And the whole thing about the e-magazine is to touch on so many different lifestyle categories. And this one is one of the categories I'm so excited about, our coaching and inspiration category. And I'm really hoping that people will, when they listen to our discussion and they read your article, that they will find something in there for them as well. And it's about showing off how phenomenal our South African entrepreneurs are. And you are one of those businessmen. We won't have enough time now, but we will again at some point chat, and you can tell a bit about your history and where you come from, and people to get to know you better. But from growing your own business and helping other people and inspiring people, it's just, I have no words. It's an honor for me to have you in my life and to have you in my business. And I really hope that other people will be in touch with you and you will take that 64% and in a month's time when we chat, it will be 128% and it will grow and grow and grow. But just the way you touch people's lives is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for chatting with me.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of your journey too.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Love it. Thanks, Kenny. Thank you so much. I'll chat to you soon.
Okay. Cheers.